Meet the elusive vicuña, whose wool is worth more than gold. Here in northern Bolivia, a single kilogram of this wool can sell for $370. And once the product hits shelves in Italy, a coat made of vicuña wool can cost around $35,000. But herding communities in the Apolobamba mountain range can only shear vicuñas once every 2 years. And while conservation efforts have ensured that vicuñas thrive in their natural habitat, this can mean danger for communities rounding up the wild herd. So how are conservationists and local communities working together? And why is the wool they produce so expensive? Vicuña wool is extremely fine compared to other furs. Vicuña wool density is measured in microns. An adult vicuña produces wool that measures 13 microns. Compare that to alpaca wool at 22 to 24 microns, or llama at around 30 microns. This ultra-fine fur is what makes vicuña wool the most expensive textile in the world. But to produce fine wool like this, the first step is capturing the herd. The herding day begins with a traditional ceremony. And then, in comes the fleet.
Sin moto no vas a pillar ni una vicuña, ¿no? En la moto también hay accidentes que sufren. Eso es lo más costoso. Y se friega, entonces no cuesta simplemente unos 200, 300 bolivianos, sino que hasta 1000, 2000, a veces algunos así, ¿no? Si es motor, todo.
The community began preparing for this capture a month in advance. In addition to monitoring the herd and tracking its movement, they must build what's called a capture chute. This acts as a herding device to move the vicuña toward a temporary enclosure.
Es en el arreo, ese es más difícil porque son dispersos los grupos, entonces a veces, digamos, hay poca gente. Puedes juntar todos, pero ya no haces llegar como hace rato. Se hacen vencer ya todo. Que la vicuña no es igual que alpaca. Alpaca tiene menos fuerza, la vicuña tiene más fuerza y fácil puede, digamos, accidentar, ¿no?
Once the vicuñas are properly grappled, they can be sheared. Their fur must be at least 2.5 centimeters long for collection. In an effort to organize the herding and conservation of the vicuña, a management board was created. Richard Ponciano serves as the authority of his province.
Al conseguir fibra de vicuña, digamos, las comunidades aumentan, ¿no?, su calidad de vida. Ayuda a todos los comunarios en su ingreso de la economía.
Embracing the herd of vicuñas is important, because raising camelids, like alpacas, is an essential way of life here in Bolivia.
Esta región simplemente vivimos de crianza de camellos, simplemente eso. No produce ni una papa en este sector. Todo es alpaca en ese sentido.
Unlike alpacas, vicuñas cannot be domesticated, and they are much more difficult to come by. But the good news is that the herd is growing. As of 2019, the vicuña count in Apolobamba was over 12,000, and it is estimated to have grown another 9% since then. This is an astonishing number, given that at one point there were only about 65 vicuñas left in this region. The vicuñas in the Apolobamba Integrated Management Natural Area, or ANMI, are now protected, and the years in between shearing are entirely focused on conservation.
El tema de la vicuña les ayuda mucho, porque se trabaja, digamos, 1 o 2 semanas en el año, y de esto muchas comunidades, cada uno puede percibir 5, 6 mil, 7 mil bolivianos, dependiendo del éxito que hayan tenido en esa época.
That's Umber Alberto, a technical manager overseeing 18 different communities in the areas that shear vicuñas.
A veces nosotros tenemos un lema, decimos vicuña esquilada, vicuña salvada.
Managers like Umber make sure that communities are equipped to produce the best possible product, therefore getting the best price for their yield. Umber and other technical managers make sure the communities are equipped with mechanical shearing tools. Before 2019, shearing was done with scissors and took much longer. However, there are still communities using scissors in the highlands, where Umber and his team can't carry their power generators. No matter what, they always try to send one trained shearer out to each community. This helps ensure the highest quality product and keeps vicuñas and shearers safe.
Hace varios años atrás, las vicuñas los manejaban de la oreja, por ejemplo, los agarraban de la cola, ¿no? Un manejo pésimo, se ha iniciado así. En los últimos años se está tomando mucho en cuenta el bienestar animal, ¿no? Por lo que está prohibido manejarlo de la oreja, prohibido agarrar, porque es un animal muy delicado. Como es un animal silvestre, se dañan, ¿no? Y se puede infectar y enfermar las vicuñas.
After a checkup on their health, the vicuñas are released back into the wild. Bolivia offers 3 kinds of fiber, mainly to European markets. These are raw fiber, cleaned fiber, and pre-carding fiber. Pre-carding fiber increases the initial cost of the product by 25%. This is a process that involves manually removing bristles from the fleece. Pre-carding 1 to 2 fleeces takes a full day.
Y posterior a esto ya se requiere de tecnología ya más avanzada, cosa que en Bolivia no tenemos.
Umber hopes to see more industrialization of the vicuña wool industry in Bolivia in the future. For now, this is the final stage many residents of Apalobamba will ever see. More than 90% of this fiber is bound for Italy, where it will be spun into designer textiles at Loro Piana.
Y nosotros aquí las comunidades sabemos que un traje de vicuña puede costar hasta $500,000, ¿no? Y hemos visto alguna vez que se han confeccionado así, y para nosotros eso es una gran satisfacción.
But nearby artisans crafting garments out of vicuña wool would like to see more vicuña fiber stay local. They purchase it at a national level with an invoice from the state. This gets shared among at least 10 craftspeople who are only able to receive 2 or 3 kilograms per year.
Por eso hemos pedido que hasta los créditos no nos quieren dar pues por la vicuña. No les vamos a dar porque no está en un decreto, dice. Y entonces nosotros ya queremos que por lo menos salga un decreto, ¿no? Para que nos puedan facilitar un crédito y hacer productos más largo, las chompas, las chalinas, y una tienda de pura vicuña, ¿no? Ya no con alpaca.
For Mary, producing a sweater from vicuña fiber is the same amount of labor as producing an alpaca sweater. But she can earn a lot more from selling vicuña products. But she says the state doesn't allow her enough raw material to make a significant profit selling vicuña products. To get enough material to meet demand, some artisans turn to the black market.
A las autoridades que nos puedan acceder ese lugar para que podamos llevar nosotros realmente los hermanos productores y productores que somos, que nosotros siempre hemos estado por la fibra natural, ¿no? Entonces, lo más costoso es...
As for the vicuña garments she sells locally,
el producto más costoso que es en Bolivia es la vicuña. Una manta cuesta 9,000 bolivianos, es como $1,000, como $1,200 alrededor, ¿no? En Bolivia. Y el más finito está como 11,000 bolivianos. 11,000 bolivianos.
That's a far cry from the $11,000 that it costs to purchase a vicuña shawl from Loro Piana. But the vicuña industry is still growing in Bolivia as more communities develop the skills and tools necessary to produce the fiber.
Pero en Bolivia se mantiene esta unidad de las comunidades, es sociocomunitario, es para las comunidades. Son porque son de las comunidades también, ¿eh? Por eso dicen, no, es mi vicuña, es nuestra vicuña, y lo cuidan.